Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first match of the inaugural season for the CIU Esports program. Thank you for showing up and tuning in to today's match. My name is Jonathan. I am Shorter. Alongside me is my co-host Grayson Glitch Holiday. We are excited for this season to start in just a moment. Before that happens, Glitch, what are some key things to look for in today's match?
Welcome, everyone. Yeah, so a few things to be on the lookout for today. Um, can CIU maintain their focus? We've been watching these two teams scrim, and CIU lost their focus sometimes in the scrimmage, and ECPI made them pay. But when they maintain that focus, they dominate. Next thing, little things lead to big results. Doing the little things right, maintaining your boost, disrupting the opposing attack, and clear communication. Whichever team does all three of those things will definitely come out with a dub. Also,
Absolutely.
go ahead, go ahead.
That's all you, dog.
Okay, don't give up cheap goals. Silly mistakes lead to cheap goals. You got to make the other team earn their goals, man.
Hey, I agree with that. I'm glad you had that last point in there. So today's starting lineup is going to be Casey, Juan Jr., and Gingy. On first rotation, we're going to have Time X Trick Shot, and on second rotation, Appalachian Thor. Glitch, who do you think is going to be the most influential out of the starters early on in these games?
Yeah, man, I think Casey Feaster is going to be that most influential player. He's the Grand Champ 3. He's a freshman. From a skill standpoint, he's the best player on this team, but it's the first time he's played on an actual team. So, we're gonna see how that plays a role. But I think that Casey Feaster is gonna be, our guy to watch today.
That sounds good. The game's going to start in just a few minutes now. And for those of you watching, it's going to be best of 7. So, first to 5, maybe 6 games, who knows? Best out of 7 wins the whole match entirely. All right, we'll be starting up in just a minute. Everybody is joining up in the lobby as we get set to go. Every game will have 5 minutes on the clock to try to get a goal. If there is a tie, then they will go into overtime. First to score wins. Okay. Everybody is now joining the game, and you can hear those engines revving because they are ready to go.
Here we go. Let's get it started, ladies and gentlemen.
5 minutes on the clock. Game starts now.
Ooh, yeah, Casey's out to a good start. Got that first touch. CIU's already in the attacking role.
We're seeing a lot of touches from Casey right now as he gets aggressive. Genji with a good touch to push the ball forward. Watt Jr. starts it out early though with the touch off the cross from Jay Diddles, and he makes it happen. Sinks it from midfield.
Yeah, they tried to clear the ball, started the rotation maybe a little too early, ECPI did, and Juan Jr. was right there, right place, right time.
A nice big collision on the ball in the mid as the ball starts to be worked around here. And a demolition against Casey. And then there seems to be another demolition that just happened. There's a lot of movement in the air right now as everybody is fighting to try to maintain possession of this ball, working it around.
There we go. Gingy knocks it forward.
Casey centers. Gingy gets a touch and it gets blocked.
CIU's got to rotate early now. Oh, good save.
Gingy with the clear as well. All right. ECPI is trying to push in the goal, but it gets denied. Going for another touch in the air. Aerial second touch, and nothing happens. Maybe one more touch for good measure, but Casey is there to deny it. All right, we see Gingy centering it above the backboard. And Casey passes it back to him. Juan Jr. with the aggression. Juan just barely doesn't get it in.
A great setup. You see CIU's trying to keep the pressure on.
And ECPI is trying their best to get that ball near a goal. But CIU is doing their part to try to keep that from happening.
Yeah, you have to disrupt the other team.
Gingy with shot, but it's blocked. Juan Jr. with a lob, but it's blocked as Gingy makes it mid-air collision. Casey with the aerial whiff, and then goal by Gingy.
Casey went for the double tap to get it in, but Gingy followed it up. You know, that's all about your rotation. See how he rotated back. Right place, right time. That's how you do it right there. 2-0.
Absolutely. Gingy 44 with the vision. 2-0 with 2 minutes left. Ooh, we have an early shot on goal from ECPI, and Jay Diddles puts one in from midfield.
What a great shot. I think there might have been a miscommunication on CIU's part, but Jay Diddles came through and made him pay.
All right, 2-1 with 2 minutes still remaining. That was a quick goal. Let's see if they can get another from either side.
Like we talked about in pregame, you know, CIU's got to maintain that focus.
Juan Jr. lined it up for Casey, but it just wasn't there. Gingy, I mean. Casey's back on the defense, trying to clear the ball now. Gingy is really loving this aerial attack today as he tries pushing the ball forward. And now they're getting back on defense. And a good block by Juan Jr. ECPI with the aerial misses though.
We're kind of seeing CIU. We're kind of seeing CIU get caught in no man's land right now. They're going up, but they're not hitting the ball, getting it clear.
Well, let's see if Juan Jr. can make something out of this with a demo in front of goal, and he does! Juan Jr. takes it all the way in, as I believe an ECPI player gets demoed right in front of their own goal.
That was perfect. Perfect rotations offensively. Get a demo on the keeper. Easy tap home. 3-1.
3-1 with 1 minute left, and ECPI is just trying to get a shot on goal where they can. Oh, you had a miss from CIU and then 2 misses for ECPI on goal. I think that's going to cost them in the long run, Glitch.
Absolutely. You have to take your chances. Look, Yep, quick counterattack by Casey. On the other end, and like you just said, CIU just made him pay for missing 2 shots in a row.
Absolutely. Casey with a little kiss to put it in the last seconds with 33 left. It's 4-1, and it looks like it's going to be CIU in this first game.
Yeah, we're now 30 seconds left. CIU just got to focus on those rotations. Don't let anything happen.
No easy goals like you said earlier, right, Glitch?
Exactly.
Ooh, a near miss from ECPI with 7 seconds left. CIU is just trying to keep the ball away. In the last seconds, ball touches the ground. After 1 second, if the ball's still in the air, the clock will not run down, but it did touch, and so that will be game 1.
Yeah.
As everybody readies up.
Yeah, I mean, CIU played great that game. They lost focus on one occasion, and you saw that ECPI scored. But man, those rotations were on point. They disrupted their opponent. They did everything right. But now we got to see, keep your focus through the entire match.
Absolutely. With 1 game down, it might be easy to feel good about yourself, but there's still plenty more to play as the score is now just 1-0 overall. And you can hear those engines revving as we're about to start game 2. 5 minutes on the clock.
Look for ECPI to come out strong here. Early touches by Idol.
And Idol with a shot on goal with Jay Diddles dunking it in for that point. Come out strong, they did, Glitch. That was a good call on that with some nice aerial looks on that goal.
Yeah, Idol was the first one to get airborne. Jay Diddles just followed it up. You have to get that first touch, and Idol really did, and Jay Dizzle was right place, right time. Let's see how CIU responds, though.
One man back is Juan, and he gets that clear as ECPI tries to regain the ball and take it back to CIU's side.
It seems that CIU is really struggling to rotate forward. I'm wondering if they're having a communication problem on their end or what, but there's nobody forward for them.
It does appear that ECPI is maintaining most of the time on ball right now. But as we say that, CIU pushes it into the ECPI side. Maybe they can make something happen out of this.
Ooh.
And a shot above goal with a rebound off the top, trying to go for the second touch. Now Genji gets back for defense. Demolition in midfield. Idol is now down. Ooh, and ECPI barely misses in the top corner. And CIU's trying to get physical and force their way downfield. Juan Jr. with a tap towards goal and a demolition to boot. Genji, aerial touch, puts it in. Genji 44 does score.
That was perfect Rocket League from CIU. They disrupted their opponent. When it's 3v2 in your opponent's defensive area, it's all the easier goals you can get. That was perfect. 1-1 tie game.
Tie game with 3 minutes and 16 seconds left as Idol pushes forward downfield, but Casey breaks it up and is now getting an aggressive push onto ECPI side.
Yeah, Casey with the demo.
Juan Jr. crosses to Casey, who's airborne. And Genji with the touch. A beautiful touch. Genji scores once more.
That was beautiful. Pass. And then he dinks it to Genji. And Genji just puts it home. Maybe gets a little lucky that ECPI didn't save it. But, It's in the back of the net, and it's 2-1.
2-1 with just under 3 minutes left. Let's see if ECPI will respond or if CIU can continue this 2-0 streak that they have.
Juan Jr. with a really important save just now. He gave his team a counter-attacking opportunity.
Casey goes aerial for the touch. Juan Jr. tries to do the same and misses. Now they're trying to get back on defense as ECPI takes over with the ball.
Yeah, CIU has the lead, so they can rotate a little bit earlier. Don't worry about offense just as much.
Ooh, Juan Jr.'s shot does get broken up by his own teammates and the defenders. Juan Jr.'s shot on goal is blocked. Gingy goes for a touch, but doesn't quite make it. Casey again off the top of the backboard, and they're recouping. Second effort maybe from CIU.
Yeah, absolutely. They rotated really well as a team, got the ball back. We'll see a counterattack here.
Gingy 44 centers it, and Juan Jr. just misses, so now it's just Casey on goal to play defense for a second as Gingy gets back now.
ECPI responded really, really well.
Juan Jr. with a little tap over the defenders and a second one to center, but it gets cleared. All right, let's see what Casey can do with the ball. Tries to just seal the deal himself, but gets denied. It's still 2-1 with 53 seconds left now.
How pretty would that have been, that aerial dribble by Casey just now? That was a few touches short of something amazing.
We have a demo in the corner of the field by Idle, but that throws him off course as Casey now brings the ball downfield.
30 seconds left. How will CIU...
Juan Jr. with a touch, and he slow rolls it into the goal, making it 3-1.
I was just about to say, how will CIU treat these last 30 seconds? Will they defend? Will they attack? But, man, Juan Jr., that was a great shot.
It looks like they're going to do the unexpected and just roll it in.
Yeah, forget park the bus. Go for it.
"18 seconds left, and CIU is still going for shots on goal. Glitch, how do you feel about this aggression that you're seeing?
I love it. I mean, as long as they're rotating back and guarding their goal, I mean, there's 5 seconds left. Something unheard of would happen. Would have to happen. Yeah, and there we go. A 3-1 victory for CIU.
That's right. So that makes that 2-0 overall with that 3-1 victory. CIU's on their way to 7. Let's see if ECPI can respond in these coming few games to make it a little closer.
Yeah. Man, for a second, I thought CIU had lost their focus, like we talked about in the pregame. ECPI came out strong. They came out aggressive. But, CIU responded really, really well, being down 1 goal. And to score 3 goals unanswered, that takes a lot of teamwork, a lot of communication. Props to them. Now, ECPI has to come out strong. They have to come out ready. They know what to expect. But can they deal with it? That's the question for ECPI right now.
Very true. We did see aggression early from ECPI when they scored their first goal very quickly. Let's see if they can repeat that or if that was a one-time thing from them.
Idle playing with fire in his own defensive area just now.
Very much so, and Casey wants to take advantage of that and get a goal.
Oh, great
And
shot.
that's exactly what he does. Casey bounces it off the corner to squeeze it in to the defender's goal.
Yeah, the ball just kind of like got trapped in ECPI's area, and Casey was like, you know what, I've had enough. I'm just gonna put it home. 1-0.
ECPI dribbling downfield but gets demoed, and now the ball is reset back to their side with only one defender back. Two defenders now. A little mishap in the corner. Juan Jr. tries to do something with that, and a ball gets caught in the corner of goal, does not go in. Now ECPI is pushing forward on CIU goal, but gets denied.
Great save by Casey.
A little lob shot on goal, and a miss by Gingy, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't go in.
Both teams just trying to fight for possession right now. They're trying to get an attack going, and just both teams are doing a good job of disrupting the other.
Ball bounces, a lob over everyone, and bounces in goal. JT makes a nice lofty shot on goal.
Kind of a weird one, I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of people got caught ball watching. I think CIU expected someone else to be there. We saw Gingy come up just a little bit. Maybe he expected someone else to be there. But 1-1.
1-1 with 3:30 on the clock. ECPI is looking to make this interesting match. And ball centers in front of goal with Idol trying to make something happen. Centers again, and JT misses as Gingy knocks it away.
Yeah, you did a really good job of clearing their line just now.
Gingy's trying to center the ball for his teammates, but it gets denied by the goalkeeper. But then he goes for a second one. No CIU player ready to respond though. Shot on goal, a little high. Casey tries to recenter. Juan tries to hit it in. And now ball's cleared. And then Juan Jr. just cleared the ball in an aerial fashion and centers it, but ECPI blocks that. Now ball's back in front of their goal, and it's cleared again.
Both teams are struggling to get something going right now. I think they're focusing a little bit too much on rotating and getting to where they need to be instead of just making something happen.
A lot of back and forth going on right now. Just a battle, trying to see whose will is the strongest and who can make something happen.
This is the ECPI team that we saw in
Juan
the
Jr.
sprint.
aerial with the touch, and there's a demo in front of the goal, and then Juan Jr., the second touch, dunks it in, make the score 2-1.
As soon as I'm about to give them praise, ECPI has a little lapse in judgment. They get demoed in front of their own goal. You can't stay still in your own goal. You have to keep moving. And the good demo gave opportunity for a good goal, open net, 2-1, man.
Speaking of open net, Gingy with a shot on one after the kickoff, and Juan Jr. with a second off the top of the backboard. Casey then puts it in. 3-1, 1 minute and 12 seconds left.
You just got to make yourself big. Look at Casey come in here. He just goes for it. He just gets a touch on the ball, uses momentum, and just slots it home and ends it with a kiss. 3-1, 1 minute, 12 seconds.
ECPI seeming a little more aggressive on this kickoff, trying to break everybody up.
If I'm ECPI here, I just go for it. You know, it's 3-1. It doesn't make a difference if it ends 5-1 or whatever. You have to get on the board. You have to get a goal.
But instead, CIU gets another goal, making it 4-1, as Genji goes airborne for a slight touch to just redirect it into the goal.
I think ECPI needs some time to regroup after that one, but man, Genji, right place, right time, like we talked about. He's always where he needs to be. Very disciplined player.
Casey going for the air dribble, gets disrupted in the middle.
That air tornado spin is pretty to watch, but it is not easy to do.
But he does redeem himself by knocking another one in, making it 5-0. He just handles the ball off the wall and puts it in personally into the goal.
Yeah, he was doing everything right at the moment, and it's not easy.
He really wants that air dribble as he goes for it again, and then Juan Jr.'s back on defense, moving the ball around, trying to get it out from their side. 10 seconds left. And if you're ECPI, you just don't want another goal to happen. And so the ball touches in the final second. With the game now being over, CIU takes a 3-0 lead overall.
Yeah, like we talked about pregame, guys, when you focus on the little things like CIU's doing, then the rest is gonna come really easy for you. So they're not just focusing on what they're doing offensively. They're taking away ECPI's boost pads. They're demoing them. They're opening it up. They're even passing and dribbling. Everything is going right for CIU. But when they're up 3-0, this is where we see them lose focus. And ECPI made a contest out of it in their scrims when we were watching. So let's see if ECPI can come out, have a regroup and get back on track.
With 3-0 going into this game, you have to think CIU will feel pretty good about themselves. Just like you were saying, they need to maintain focus and really bring it home. We do see a substitution. Timex trick shot is now in.
Yeah, Timex trick shot. Campbell Miller. Just he's got really high game IQ, so let's see how that transitions into them being up 3-0. One of his other strengths is passing, so they're probably trying to build things up.
And look at that. We did get a nice pass from Juan Jr. to Casey for the redirect right in the goal. Just a slight tap to get it over the defender.
Yeah, Timex trick shots pass to Juan Jr. really sparked that. Casey was where he needed to be. Juan Jr. saw that, and he slotted it home, made it 1-0.
Idle for ECPI centers the ball in front of goal, but his teammate JT is just not quite ready, and Jay Diddles is trying to make something happen now.
We need to see more of that from Idle. He's probably their most skilled player, and he just kind of disappeared right now. So
we do have a ball slow rolling, and Jay Diddles puts it in to make the score 1-1.
Jay Diddles made sure he was the first to that ball. Started his boost early. He was not going to take no for an answer.
We're seeing the ball on ECPI side of the field early in this round, and Casey does it again, sinking it from the side.
It's rare that you see an open net in Rocket League, so there must have been a miscommunication about when someone was rotating. No one was there. Jay Diddles was probably late in his rotation, but it's all the same to CIU. 2-1.
And Idol puts the ball forward. JT tries to get a shot on, but gets disrupted. And now the ball's back on ECPI side again. And Time X is trying to get his touches and get his shots on goal. Ball cleared out, a long shot onto CIU side.
Casey did well to get a first touch to that. If he doesn't touch that, then ECPI is in on goal.
Timex tries with the aerial shot to tap it in and just barely misses off the top of the backboard. Now Casey's going again for that air dribble. A pass from Casey to trick shot gets broken up after the shot, and now ECPI is scrambling trying to get that ball out of their territory. Jay Diddles tries to make something happen and gets denied. Now JT and Idol are moving the ball around, centering it, and it gets cleared by CIU.
Here we go. It's a counterattack for Casey. We've seen good things happen here.
Juan Jr. gets denied by Time X, does not, but it just doesn't quite go in.
Idle
now
there
Casey,
to save.
Time X centers, but no one's there. Except Juan Jr.'s there. Can't quite make it. Casey with the lob gets denied. Time X with a good shot from the roof. Just doesn't quite make it. And there it is. Juan Jr. again with the aerial touch to push it in the goal.
You'll see Idol and Juan Jr. go up for a 50-50, but Juan Jr. got there first. And it's a party in the net. Juan Jr. with his 4th goal of the day makes it 3-1.
Casey's in the air again. But ECPI is pushing forward aggressively. Casey redirects on goal, top of the backboard. Juan Jr. barely misses off the side.
They need to make t-shirts that says Casey's in the air again.
Does seem to be a reoccurring theme.
ECPI is responding really well.
And JT from ECPI tries to push the ball towards goal. Time X does a flip, trying to center it. Juan Jr. tries to get a shot. Casey comes flying in. Ball stuck in midfield right now.
It may be 3-1, but ECPI's defense right now is really, really good. See if they can turn it into offense, and they can't. Oh, but can they? Jay Diddles on the counter.
Jay Diddles is trying to make something happen. Jay Diddles to Idol to get the ball on CIU's side, but it quickly gets cleared out.
We have about 15 seconds left.
Seven seconds left and the ball's on the ground, and it's going to slowly roll itself into ECPI's goal.
IMAX trick shot, super sub, as they call him. Got a good slow roller, go in after a good hit off the wall. Makes it 4-1, no doubt about it.
4-1 with 4 seconds left. ECPI just goes for the Hail Mary. Let's go! but ultimately the ball will touch in the final second, and that'll be a 4-1 victory for CIU.
Starting off the season right, if I do say so myself. A 4-1, a 3-1, a 5-1, and a 4-1.
Glitch, what do you think is working the best for CIU right now? Is it a strong offense or a stonewall defense?
A little bit of both, honestly. They're making their defense turn into offense, and you'll see, Juan will get a save, Casey will get a save, and it turns into offense for Casey. We joked about it, but Casey's always in the air because he's always controlling the ball, and um, that's what you want. It's just like soccer. If you have the ball, your other team doesn't. The other team doesn't, and you can turn your possession into offensive uh chances. And they've scored 16 goals today, and so I take that as a plus.
For sure. That is definitely a plus, and that will be it with a 4-0 victory for CIU. We want to thank you for tuning in and for coming to support your team today. It has been a pleasure getting to watch these two teams battle it out.
Absolutely, guys. We will see you guys next time.
That we will.